I want to acknowledge to the people one thing really quick, too. Suck my dick.
Great.
Hey, a man's gotta fuck if a man's gotta fuck. And it was like,
Hey,
oh.
dudes being dudes, dude. Binge and Cringe, we love that.
Excuse me?
Maybe there was a cheeky cock cam. Hopefully we get cock cam.
Ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen. I think I'm sick. I tell you, I can't talk. Ladies and gentlemen. Let me open the window, see if I can get better lighting in here. 1 second.
Okay, you open that window. Welcome back to Binge and Cringe. I'm Joe, and Stanz is opening a window.
Woo! Hey, you know what they say? When Stanz opens a window, God closes a door.
Who's God in this situation? Is it God?
Yahweh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you
You've
were
never heard
inserting
that phrase
yourself.
when God closes a door, he opens a window?
Yeah, but you started with Stanz.
Well, because I opened the window, bro.
Yeah,
So
that's
God
why I was
closing a
saying
door.
who's God in this situation.
God is God. It's so simple.
But you replaced one of the gods with you, and then the other one was still God. So you can understand the confusion there.
Well, it'd be crazy if I said when Stanz opens a window, he closes a door. What the hell, my caveman?
That's what the saying is, though.
Yeah, but God is omnipotent. Through him, all things are possible, brother.
It would be crazy if I just said the saying again. Yeah, that would be normal, dude. Say the saying.
Yeah, but we've already subverted because I'm the one opening the window physically. I don't even know if that was caught on camera.
Neither do I. I assumed you would be gone for much longer, so I was trying to catch you off guard.
No, it's literally, I don't even have to
episode.
leave the setup. I can just lean over and open the window.
Maybe there was a cheeky cock cam. Hopefully we get cock cam.
Excuse
if
me?
If not, I'll rewind to the part we did get cock cam to make sure that the Binge and Cringe viewers get what they deserve.
What the hell are you talking about?
When you step up to do the window, I'm assuming
I don't step up. I just lean. Man.
Okay, sorry. If there's a slight lean, there's a lot more of an angle than there would be when you're sat down.
I want to say something that I've never said before, and that is speaking of cock cam. Can I pivot this?
What a great fucking segue. Yes. Speaking of cock cam, go, say it.
There was a post yesterday on a subreddit that I visit a lot. I'm a Reddit guy. You were calling me out before the pod that I am I'm
He's
like a
so
Reddit
cringe.
power user.
He's the only thing that stands is like an actual consumer of social media wise is Reddit. And it is crazy because when I think of a Reddit person, I shouldn't think this because it's a different website, but I just conflate it to 4chan. So I imagine that's you. What you
so
think of
different.
4chan
No.
people is what I think of you every time you say, oh, I was scrolling through Reddit the other day.
I want you to know
God.
that that's insane. That's a crazy relationship you built in your mind between.
Yeah, I know that it's not true, but it's like, it's the same thing with like Discord mods. You know, like when you imagine a Discord mod, obviously Discord mods, I actually think from all the Discord mods that I know and that I have met in person are fucking great people.
You just realized a bunch of Discord mods listen to this, you son of a bitch.
No. I'm saying that the image when you think of the word Discord mod is, in my mind, that image is the same as when you think of a 4chan user, which is the same as when you think of a Reddit user. They're all the same bubble in my head, even though I know that that's obviously a stereotype and not true because you are a Redditor and you are not cringe, and I've met a bunch of Discord mods who are not cringe. 4chan users maybe could stay being cringe, though.
Right. Well, as a Reddit user, I want to talk to you about the cock cam. There's a live
sorry, I
stream
forgot they
fails
started
post
from
yesterday.
cock cam. This is
well,
crazy.
you said that. To be clear, you're making it sound like I'm the crazy person, but
You were the one that gave the cock cam to the viewers, so...
No, I didn't. I didn't even stand up, and that's the crazy thing. I did not, but there was a guy who did. There's a race for world's first in World of Warcraft. Have you ever heard of this?
So, no, I haven't. I thought you were going to, like, segue into the I Show Speed clip. I was
no, that's old, tired. This is literally from this morning.
A very, like, famous cock
every
cam.
day, bro. You think I'm remembering something from months ago?
Sorry, you're famous for being up to date on trends. This is why the whole YouTube is me explaining those trends to you.
I'm up to date on Reddit trends. I'll tell you, if you get me on a fucking YouTube trends subreddit, I wouldn't need you. You'd be replaced by an algorithm.
Wait, never click on anything like that ever again. It will ruin your YouTube. No.
Sorry, there is a race for world's first in World of Warcraft, and that is where a new expansion comes out and they go and they try and complete the game, right? The raid with the bosses and everything.
Right, yeah, and you've been really wow-pilled recently.
And I've been a little bit, I'm off though. My character died offline again.
Wait, so offline?
Yeah, straight up.
Wait,
offline.
I'm sorry. Again? You've not died offline before, have you?
Well, I didn't want to say anything.
Wait, have you been lying?
I've died a few times offline on different characters. The game's hard as shit, bro.
Holy shit, he's exposed
Hardcore
himself.
WoW solo is not an easy game.
Yeah, that's
But
so
again,
funny.
back to the cock cam. There was a guy who was grinding with
This
his
is the
skills for
slop, by the way.
world's first.
This is like the slop of this
Yeah.
episode. We're never going to
This is the
get
slop
to
of
the
this
actual
episode.
cock cam part. We're just going to segue every single time before
And then
we
we'll
get
say,
to
but
it.
wait, the cock
But
cam.
let me finish.
Yeah, let me finish. And this guy is in the raid and they're doing it. And they complete world's first. And he slams his chair and his desk and he stands up and he's wearing like tiny shorts. It looks like boxers. And he has a visible boner the whole time. And it's like, bro, chill. It's an excitement boner.
I was going to say, yeah, he's just so
Let me see if I can find
excited, dude. That's You can let a brother off for an
Let me
excitement boner,
see
right? In the
if
middle of
I
the
can
moment.
Find this for
Are you finding the clip? So
yeah,
I
I got it. World first WoW player gets a big blood rush after downing a boss. And then you can play this for the people. I almost posted that in the wrong chat. All right, so they're doing it. They're going to kill the boss. He's obviously not excited right now.
This is all fucking alien to me. At what point does he know? Oh, okay. He's going crazy. No, that can't be real. That cannot be real.
What do you mean that can't be real? It's as real as it gets.
Okay, I don't want to have to, for the audio listeners, I feel like I'll give some commentary.
I've already described it. The guy stands up. And
Yeah, no. You described what happened, but the fucking, it's like you. This is crazy. It's like an example of a cylinder that you get in like primary schools, right? that are like,
is that what you're saying?
That is just a regular fucking perfect cylinder. I don't know how else to describe it. It didn't look like a cock, dude. It just looked like he had a fucking metal bar down his pants or something. That was crazy.
So you think it was fake? This is Cockgate.
It could be, right? Has anyone discussed that? You're in the Reddit comments. Have you been talking about his cock?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I actually didn't. I just thought that was a very funny clip.
Could it be? What's this streamer like? Is he?
How the fuck do I know? I don't watch. I watched the 10-second clip on Reddit and I move on.
Do you think they knew they were going to break the record, so they stuck a metal pipe down their pants? To fucking
everyone's like, get ready,
clip?
get your cock pipes ready. We're gonna fucking
because that is crazy. I want to watch it again, dude. That's insane.
Well, you have the link. You can watch it.
Yeah, I'm going back. I don't know. How do we include this in the YouTube video? I think I have to blur it, surely.
Why? It's nothing visible.
Did the guy get banned?
How? Bro, you're asking so many questions that I don't even care about the answer to because I've already moved on to the next post. You know what I mean?
This is a crazy. Is that his ball at the bottom? Why is it so circular? This is.
You've already watched it more than me.
I am obsessed with this clip. This is crazy. I want to show everyone that I know this.
Yes. And for a moment, you are a Redditor. Welcome. That's why we do what we do.
Let's be clear. That was a Twitch clip. It's not like he's a Reddit streamer, okay?
Oh, yeah, but who's finding this on Twitch? There's no discoverability.
I'm sure. Well, where did you find it? It was on Livestream Fails.
Yeah, Livestream Fails. Exactly.
Right, well, there you go. That's basically the only discoverability of Twitch. I don't know if you know this, Stanz, but we're not the only podcast that's called Binge and Cringe.
Oh. Okay, let's do this then.
I knew that there was a podcast that already existed when we came up with the name, but I liked the name enough, and I saw the podcast, and I didn't think that they were still going. Turns out they are. So we are actively competing. When you type Binge and Cringe Apple Podcasts, we are the second result to...
No!
We are the second result to these guys, Stanz.
Who the hell? This emoji-ass motherfuckers?
I saw the emoji-ass motherfuckers and was like, there's no way these guys are still going. But they posted an episode...
172 episodes.
Yeah, 172 episodes. And they posted an episode like 2 weeks ago. And they do like every couple of weeks. So...
Right. Their last 2 episodes were about the Ryder Cup, a sailing competition.
Yeah, what's crazy is I think they do a similar thing to us, but it's just sports. So they discuss and talk about a sporting event that's happened, or like about what's going to happen in the event, and then afterwards, when it's happened, they give like a recap. I'm
Wait,
sure
these
that
guys have
podcast.
17 ratings. How the hell do we not have more than them?
Well, yeah, I went down to have a look. Well, first of all, we don't have any rating stands. So that was the first thing that I wanted to
rate
do.
this show, you fucking listeners. What the hell's wrong with you?
Because people leave reviews as like YouTube comments, because primarily we get viewers on YouTube. So if you want,
if you're watching this on YouTube, go to Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star review.
go to Apple Podcast. Exactly. Leave a 5-star
What
review.
the hell?
Because currently I don't think we have any reviews. I also don't know how.
That's why they're higher than us, bro. They're gonna take all our SEO. They're slurping it.
That's what I'm saying. So now we can get the SEO back, and we can have a fight against the other Binge and Cringe podcast.
Right.
They seem like good
and the
guys,
other
but-
podcast at the bottom of this page, like watch what crappens.
Wait, what?
That is the third recommended podcast after our podcast.
That's crazy. I thought I'd read some of their reviews so that you guys can get an idea of what you should leave as a review on our podcast.
Okay, perfect.
A 5-star review, which first of all I think is the only rating that you should be giving us. 5-star
anyone
review
who gives like a 1-star, you're dead to me. Don't even listen.
From Matteo Haas, who says that the tagline, "Hey," the actual review, "Bunch of guys being dudes."
Just a bunch of guys.
Just a bunch of guys being dudes.
If you're trying to
dude.
listen to a bunch of guys being dudes, have I got the podcast for you?
It's not Binge and Cringe, it's our Binge and Cringe.
Right. I think we're just a couple dudes being guys.
Also, Binge and Cringe reviewed themselves. But what's crazy is they reviewed themselves 3 years after the show existed.
And their review was kind of donk, but I'll listen.
What can I say? It's just dudes being dudes. So maybe,
So
hey,
true.
should we take their tagline as well as their name?
Just
dudes being dudes.
Can I rate this myself? I want to give a rating.
I think you can. But again, I don't know how.
Yeah. This is
Because
tough.
it doesn't give an option on desktop, so I think you need to be on mobile.
That's a lot of work. Chad, I'm going
That's
to
a
need you
lot
to
of
leave a
work.
review in my name.
Please leave a review. Everyone leave a review as Nathan Stanz. You can't have any other name.
Hey, Nathan Stanz here. Really loving this podcast 17 times.
But that got me thinking. So someone pointed this out to me, and I was like, okay, maybe like if I search my name on search our name on other things, there's going to be other Binge and Cringes. Okay. So I searched it on YouTube, and luckily there isn't another Binge and Cringe that I could see. I don't think the Apple Podcast Binge and Cringe exists on YouTube.
They're not porting to YouTube.
No. However, when you scroll down a little bit and you get to shorts, there is a YouTube channel called Binge That Cringe that has a bunch of YouTube shorts. And I am going to pull this one up and share my screen with you, Stanz, because all you need to see is the starting frame of this to realize how insane this channel is. Let me share my screen.
Oh.
So I'm just going to press play.
She's right here. Can you get her out?
How did this happen again? Can you move back?
Oh, someone here? It's the officer, Kylie.
Ma'am, I'm Officer Ryan. I'm going to be helping you. I'm going to be trying to help you out, but I need you to stay calm. I'm going to try to pull you the other way. 1, 2, 3. I'm pulling.
Stans, for the audio listeners, can you explain what's happening?
All right, so enter scene, a laundromat, very zoomed in. Let's imagine you get about 1.5 dryers in a row. What do we see? Ass, red leggings, and lower back peeking out of one of the dryers as if a human is folded in half like a high diver, going down, and just the ass and lower back are hanging out. Girl 2 runs in and says, I don't know how she got like this, and then a fucking police officer comes in and goes, what the hell do we have here going on? And he is attempting to pull her out, and she is screaming. It's a real step bro, help me, I'm stuck situation.
Yeah, which is crazy that they went, oh, no step bro in this one, we'll go police officer. I like the meta change, Also, bearing in mind, this is a YouTube short. We're not on another website here. This is YouTube. This is shouldn't be porn, but it definitely feels like it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not, to be fair.
Well, he's about to start tugging.
3, I'm pulling.
Damn, 2.1
I'm pulling.
million
You're going a little
You're
bit.
moving.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, his hand positioning is getting more and more suspect.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, for the audio listeners, he is spraying her with Pam non-stick spray to
Fucking
try and slide her
crazy.
out.
3, pushing you in, pushing you in, pushing you in.
Oh, he's pushing her further in now.
Pushing you in, fucking insane to do. If she can fit, if she can fit in the washing machine with her whole body, then what's the fucking issue here? How could she be stuck?
You have to get one of the. Oh my god, this guy doesn't literally understand fucking physics. You have to get one of the ends out. Right now, we have a middle out. If it can go all the way in, and we can get either feet or head peeking out, then she's coming out.
Yeah, but if you can go all the way in, then you can't get stuck. She was acting like she was stuck, like she couldn't go further in or out.
Yeah, well, I think maybe she had like a big burrito and she's starting to swell up.
Go in. Yeah. Go. Yeah.
Oh, she's in.
See, if she can fit all the way in, there's no problem.
All right,
She's
turn
gonna
your
run out of
body, man.
oxygen.
Turn your body.
She's gonna run out of oxygen. It's so
All
funny.
right, there we go. There we go. There we go.
Oh, they got a foot.
They get
I
some
repeat, they've
feet
got
content.
2 feet.
1, 2, 3, keep going.
Whoa.
Keep
Go.
going.
Let's go. Keep
going.
jumping.
At this point, I feel uncomfy watching.
Yeah, this is fetish content. You've made me watch fetish content.
It's not funny.
The police officer.
That's not funny from the cops. Yeah. That was something.
And I'll be honest, I didn't watch anymore on their channel. I saw that and was like, that is probably the most insane YouTube short that I've ever seen. And it's crazy that I found it from searching our YouTube name.
Yeah, that's kind of hype, to be honest.
Now, obviously, their name is Binge That Cringe. I don't know if they made the video or if they reposted this video, like saying, look how cringe this is.
Right. Hey, hit on the comments. Let's go through some comments here.
Because all the
I wanna see what
comments are
people
like, this is kind of cringe.
say. Ain't no way she said she's going to run out of oxygen. Such a kind cop. He helped that clothes dryer give birth.
If you ever feel useless, remember this girl exists. Does this person think it's real? Does this person think that situation actually happened? And
Sorry,
they are...
I think he might be... He's not thinking it's real. He just thinks the fact that this content is being produced is valueless to society, right?
Thank you. I feel that I'm smarter than her. That's what I mean. I don't think I didn't mean to think. I think they're saying it as in like this person's useless because they got themselves stuck in a washing machine.
Stuck in a dryer or washing machine.
Yeah.
I think you're probably right there.
So yeah, that was insane. I thought I'd share with you that there are a couple of people using our channel.
We've got stiff competition.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, actually, I feel like there's a triple entendre here because we watched a stiff competition clip and then we watched clips of our stiff competition.
Pew pew! Holy shit, he's on fire. We're making a podcast. That's crazy.
Wow.
There's one thing that I saw that is this is a little short, little slop stands. I just thought this was crazy. And this would be something that maybe I would bring to you like live on Twitch, that I would be like, this is a YouTube video. But there isn't really much to say apart from that this is insane that it exists. I got posted this Twitter ad.
Okay.
And it is just a fake ad. You know, like those Joe Rogan, like they'll take him out of context to make him promote a product that he's not promoting.
Yeah.
It's one of those that's a Twitter ad that was like, they were using the promo like for advertisements on Twitter to this fucking snore guard or whatever. And then Twitter themselves added, you know, those context things that they add underneath.
Yeah.
Saying
Community
this
notes.
isn't, community post. This is an edited video. Joe Rogan is not talking about this product. Which is wild because someone from Twitter has to approve the community notes to say like, yes, we approve of this. This is a good correction to the above tweet. But it's a fucking advertisement on their platform. So what if they know that it's not really Joe Rogan saying it? Why didn't they fucking remove the promotion?
They
Why did
should
they remove
almost
the ad?
assuredly remove this. They are like making it seem like Joe Rogan is promoting their product.
It got 4 million views, this ad, and it's falsely Joe Rogan promoting their product, which again I would like is not good, obviously, but I would understand if it was just a tweet from the account. But it's specifically a promoted tweet. that was like
Where they're
a paid
using it as an
promotion.
ad.
Yeah, it
and
was
they're
an
paying
ad.
for promotion to go to Joe Rogan viewers because they think Joe Rogan viewers won't know the difference.
And I got sent this as an ad with the community note underneath it. Fucking
Right.
insane.
And the crazy thing is you bought it and you haven't snored since.
I haven't. Hey, I'm actually. It hit me up, Costly, because I will. I will do the Joe Rogan sponsor, and our podcast, as we've just gone over, is like number 2 when you search Binge and Cringe. So we're kind of up there, you know.
We're kind of up there when you search the exact name of our podcast.
Yeah, number 2, right? That's like number
Oy.
2. Bearing in mind, number 2 in the world, Stanz.
All we need is an average of 4.9 stars out of 5, and we blow this other Binge and Cringe out of the fucking water. If we can get more than 17 ratings out of 4.9, it's literally over for them. We take their livelihood, we take their friends, we take their family.
Stanz, are you ready to talk about Glee?
I'm very ready to talk about Glee.
So just like I normally do, I had a little look into the episode just beforehand.
You're a pre-watch Perry.
I didn't pre-watch anything, to be clear. I like
red.
to know what songs are coming up and what's the general vibe of the episode to see if we've got like, if there's a theme that there might be an interesting story to tell beforehand, then I'd like to know. Things like that. And I also want to, there is definitely like a couple of episodes that I have talked about to you that are coming up. I want to make sure that we know that we're coming up to that episode. In like,
Right, you
the
say, hey,
preamble.
this is the one kind of thing.
The only interesting part about this episode that's worth mentioning that isn't like spoilery is we're getting very close to the mid-season where
God, how are we not there yet?
because there's 22 episodes.
That's
but
crazy.
we are on episode 11, but the mid-season doesn't really happen till episode 13. That episode 13 was, I think, the first batch of filming that Glee did. And then I have heard, because I obviously at some point Glee changes as a show. Because we've talked about how as
In
we were
later
watching,
seasons, it gets really crazy.
yeah, and as I was watching season 1, like with you, I was like, wait, this is a good show. I can't remember, like, there's not, like, there's really funny moments. This doesn't feel like the same kind of show that I remember. This is all about Will Schuester. And it's gradually been changing into more of a teen drama than the Will Schuester show. And I think season 13 is where, like, the big change happens. And,
Episode 13. That
Yes.
makes sense. Yeah.
did I say season?
You did. That's okay, though. I knew what you meant.
So we're getting close to there, which is basically it's almost like a season in itself, right? So we're getting very close to the end of the season, is what I'm saying. Even though it's not, and it's episode 11 out of
Right, we're going to
22.
have a thematic shift, at least.
Yes. So with that in mind, Stans, you know what time it is.
Yeah.
You don't sound excited.
So what I do is when you say that, I immediately try and go to my Rolodex and think of what are these fuckers' names. And the only
best
thing I can
part
think
is you not remembering their
Finnegan.
names. If you can
Yeah.
remember the plot and not their names, then I'm happy with that, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got my stopwatch. No, I've not got. I've got my timer ready. 30 seconds on the clock. Are you ready?
Yes.
And here's what you missed on Glee.
Kurt and Finn are developing a friendship, and Kurt convinced Finn that he has to tell Quinn's parents that she's pregnant. This happens at a dinner, and it doesn't go well. In fact, they kick Quinn out of the house, and she is now living with Finn and his mom.
Yo,
The
he's
show is
killing
about
it.
a Glee club. It's about a Glee club, and they are singing songs, and regionals are coming up.
Okay, he stopped killing it.
That's
Dude, that first... You've got 5 seconds left. You want to add anything?
Yeah, I want to end on a bang, which is there are characters and they sing.
Dude, you ended on such a bang. Holy shit.
I remember the last episode well.
You killed it. When you started off, I was like, where the fuck did this guy come from? Hello, Glee expert over here. And then you went, it's a show with songs on.
There is a
At
Glee
15
club.
seconds, you were like, holy shit, I've had an
If these were
aneurysm.
faster, it would be a good last episode recap if it ended at 15 seconds for sure.
Yeah. Well, something that we haven't been doing that I want us to start doing is trying to remember what your breakdown was and comparing how good your Here's What You Missed on Glee to the actual Here's What You Missed on Glee.
Right, you want fact checking.
Yeah, because the first time we did it, Here's What You Missed on Glee wasn't a thing, but now it is every single week. So
Because we're about
compare.
to hear literally on the Patreon episode,
yeah.
Here's What You Missed. And okay, I see.
So if you come over and join us on the Patreon, you'll be able to hear how close Stan's Here's What You Missed on Glee was. as well as a bunch of things. Stanz has been watching so much Taskmaster, it's crazy. He's actually watching the episodes so fast, I can't upload them in time, which is why they haven't been on the Patreon.
Me that you're not able to get them to the people when I've given you a backlog of content.
But I've been making up for the lack of me being able to upload those, because Stan's obviously making them all. I've just not been able to upload them. By giving you guys a whole entire reaction to the first season of One Piece on the same tier as our Glee episodes, on the $5 tier. So as well as the things that we've been doing every single week in the podcast, you also get access to the One Piece Season 1 live action, full live commentary at the $5 tier. So if that sounds good, go and check it out. If you want to watch the episode with us, go and check it out. And if you're still not sure, here's a little clip of what you missed.
Imagine all the people living.
I love the poignant shots of everyone just watching, being like, "Oh shit."
Right, polar opposites.
Yeah.
Imagine there's no.
No, wait, don't steal the show.
Leave them the moment. I mean, Mercedes sounds good, but like,
yeah,
why?
but that's still so rude. How do they have a cello and a violin?
You may say
What? They're just stealing the show. Those little
Rachel's
fuckers.
crying. And we're back. I figured, why not? We've literally just finished. Usually we have a little bit of a preamble, Stans, but I wanted to get straight into the juice, the slop, if you will.
Let's get into the. No, this is not the slop. Famously, this is the. This
Sorry,
is the tuna tartare. This is the steak.
I misspoke. This is the steak. Did you say?
Yeah, it's like the steak or the fucking salmon. This is the main.
This is the kick.com.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You said steak.
Oh, steak, S-T-A-K-E. I was so visual with S-T-E-A-K that I'm like, I have no clue what he's talking about.
Glee, what did you think, Stans? Episode 11.
That was a phenomenal episode. It gave us everything we needed. It gave us songs. It gave us plot progression. It gave us, honestly, some tear jerkers. And it gave us, and this is the most important part, a little catty drama. That's what we fucking watch for, bro.
I feel like you watched episode 10 just now from that description, because after we watched last episode, you were like, actually, not that great. I didn't think it was the best episode in the world, and I thought that was really good. And now we're swapped. Because you were like, damn, this was great. Phenomenal, you said. You've never described an episode of Glee with the word phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I would say phenomenot on this episode.
Oh, no. Why didn't you like this episode?
I don't know. It just kind of... there wasn't really anything that juicy. You were saying there was like catty drama. Where was the catty drama?
Dude, what are you talking about? You had Kurt fucking setting her up to fail and her wearing sexy outfits. That's one.
I would say 50% of the episode was catty drama then maybe. You carry it. Give me a list. Maybe you convince me.
No, I'm saying, yeah, like 50%. And then you also had Santanna and Puck sexting while they're on the couch. You had both of Finn and Quinn lying to each other about what they were doing on Friday night. What are you talking about, bro?
So when I was thinking about it, I guess it was the other half, which was like essentially the A-pot of the episode was, we'll go into detail on all of the catty fun parts of the episode that you just listed, but we should start with the boring stuff, which was everything to do with the Glee Club. They were fucking wearing wigs, dancing.
Yeah, it was like, who cares? And everything to do, not only the Glee Club, but like all of those plots, the jokes weren't even that funny. It was like, so hey, she stole his wallet. He's deaf.
The whole thing being that Sue Sylvester is like secretly spying on the Glee Club and feeding the set list to the other choirs that they're going to compete with in sectionals. So instead of dealing with it in-house and going to the principal like you would normally, he is going to each school individually to be like, hey, stop spying on me with my coach, Sue Sylvester. And it's like, if you are from that school, that's fucking crazy to have someone come in and be like, you're spying on me, thanks to someone from my school, and I have no proof. I'm just going off that because my teacher's a crazy person. And not dealing with that in-house, fucking wild.
I mean, spoiler alert, he's right. She was a scammer.
Yeah, but she wasn't like, it wasn't the school's fault. If Sue Sylvester's doing a cringe thing, deal with Sue Sylvester, you know?
Yeah, I think he was just trying to say like, hey, she's being cringe. Like, don't take her up on it. She's just a cringe lord. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drama teacher to drama teacher.
So that plot line was kind of a bit fucking contrived and stupid. Especially, like you said, spoiler alert, she was. So the reveal of them basically going, she's not doing it, she's not doing it, she's not doing it, and then she does it. That was rubbish.
I actually kind of like, that's the only redeeming part of it, is that like, wait, no, she's inspiring them. This is how she reaches the kids. And then it's like, no, I'm just a villain. I'm here to fucking ruin everything about Shu's life. I liked that.
Oh, I like her being a villain. She should have just been a villain the whole time. I hated the will she, won't she kind of
I thought the will she,
that.
won't she was funny because it was like people at home were like, wait, yeah, Sue is a good person. You could imagine someone arguing with like their friend watching the show.
Yeah.
It's like, see, I told you. And then she's just like, out here blending babies.
But the majority of that plot line, when it was doing the will she, won't she, was just him interacting with the two different coaches, and none of it was enjoyable. If, at best, it was like, why is this here? And at worst, it was, like, actively annoying to watch.
Agreed.
So
agreed.
that was what I was, like, a good episode of Glee, there isn't a single part I would cut out. Like, the last 2, maybe 3 episodes that we've had, I would say every single plot line was fucking banger after banger. It was either so crazy that it's like, this is insane, or it was like so good and so juice that I wanted more injected in my veins, or it made me cry. And this episode was like none of the above whatsoever.
I feel like you are rose-tinted glasses about the whole like wheelchair dance and Tina stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the wheelchair Tina stuff ended in fucking. You said you're not disabled. Get the fuck out, bitch.
Yeah,
like,
but that was cringe. We're laughing about it now, but it's like,
that's what I'm saying.
I could do without
I want
that.
more
I could
of
do
that.
without that for sure.
It was a wet flannel of absolute nothingness for like most of this episode. I either want full balls to the walls crazy that we can take the piss out of, or drama, or like actually sincere good TV show.
Got it.
And I feel like we got 50% of good TV show, 50% of drama, and the other 50% was fucking slop.
That math does not math.
No, sorry, I meant the first 2 were 50, the same 50%. No, not 150%. No.
Right.
Like there was good drama, good slop for 50%, and then bad wetness for the other 50%.
Right.
That's what I meant.
I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was good. I really liked it.
Let's go over what was good, because there were lots of good things. Basically everything else that didn't involve the hair flicking plotline.
Yeah, exactly. I think one thing that maybe you'd be surprised that I'd like is Shu is stopping being cringe.
Ooh, is he? I didn't really notice.
I don't think he was cringe in any moment there. He like sold the car for the van. He respected like the fact that his wife was feeling like they weren't connecting emotionally and tried to do something. He apologized to Sue. I was like, damn, this guy's like a fully fleshed out character who's like starting to get
well, let's go back to the fucking shitty plotline again, where he was like blanketly like avoiding actually talking to anyone in his school and deciding, you know what, I'll take a trip to this other school just to accuse them for stealing on for fucking stealing the set list and spying on my Glee club, when every other teacher quite rightly is like, dude, it's a fucking singing competition. It's not like it matters that much. So he was very cringe, I feel like.
He was maybe a tiny bit cringe. But he apologized.
Just because he was right in the end, as in Sue was actually doing it, doesn't mean he shouldn't have just talked to Sue or done literally anything else. Dealt with it like an adult.
He didn't walk into the fucking showers or blackmail a kid or be cringe
He's not
to
done
the
that
wife
for
of his
weeks,
baby.
Stanz.
I know, and now it's finally like he's walked the straight and narrow enough that I'm starting to trust him. He's starting to build back for me.
Yeah, I tell you who's turned a bit cringe, Stanz. Kurt.
Yeah, Kurt is a villain. And what really sucks.
Sorry, were you going to say a villain?
Yeah, he's a villain. He's turned into a villain.
He's not a villain, okay? That's
he's actively sabotaging
crazy.
the main
saying
character.
Quinn was a villain at the start. Your use of villain is crazy. Sue is a villain. All right, there's levels to this.
And I'm telling you, Kurt is turning into a villain. Remember when he was like, oh, I'll go help her, she's sad. And then he was like trying to scam because he's in love with Finn. And he did it again. He's like hurting his friends He's hurting them.
Stanz, I think
It's a
you're
villain.
homophobic, honestly.
No,
The only character you have a problem with is Kurt when he's after a man, you know?
No, I do think actually what he's doing is cringe, and I am actually upset about it. And
I thought you were going to be like, and I am actually homophobic, but...
no, I'm not homophobic. I think the writing is cringe. I think it sucks that the gay man is trying to like honeypot the straight character. It is like this perpetuation of the myth that like these gay people are going to get you. You know what I mean? He's out here ruining this hetero relationship, right?
Yeah,
I think that sucks.
I don't think that it does seem like it's going down that plot line.
It doesn't seem like it has for 2 episodes. 2 episodes in a row.
I'm just saying the trajectory of it. It's got a crazy like that. I'm happy with it doing this because I know where it goes. I guess. And
I don't. So I'm just seeing Kurt be cringe.
It makes some very good TV. So I'm happy with this because I want to get to the end of this plot line. It's insane. I wouldn't say good. We'll get there. Because my God, is it? Whoo! There's a couple of slurs.
Ooh, I don't like that. I don't love that.
Well, you love slurs. You was just telling me before we started recording.
I hate him. I said never say. We said we're not going to do the slur guy anymore.
You said if I
don't tell people to keep
slurs.
themselves safe, I won't do slurs. So we're even. Fair.
Hey, you're
Handshake.
sloppy Stanz. You're no longer the slur guy. We've changed.
Exactly.
things.
I agree.
Yeah.
My only personality.
Hey, you're the one that keeps on bringing up slurs every time. Okay, which is why you got the name. You just need to stop bringing them up.
You said the
Stop
thing.
bringing them up, and we'll stop talking about them, dude.
Oh my God.
What else was crazy this episode, Stanz? You liked this episode? You liked the drama? Give me the
juice.
juice.
There was also like redeeming Puck into fallen Puck, which sucked.
Fallen Puck.
Yeah, punished Puck. You know what I mean? Fucking fallen
Dude,
angel
don't
Puck.
say punished Puck because in real life he was punished Puck. And then he kept himself safe.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just saying that, like, for a minute, he was like a good dad. He, like, got her this book, and he said all the right things about being with her, and he spent time with her babysitting. And then the whole
and then
time,
they just did
they
just did a big 180.
and
right at the end.
Not only did he do what was wrong, and this is the difference between, like, Shu and him and early on, is Shu apologized, and he was like, hey, a man's gotta fuck if a man's gotta fuck. And it was like, oh, no, dude. Stop.
Hey, dudes being dudes, dude. Binge and Cringe. We love that.
He literally pulled the dudes being dudes. That sucked.
Which is sick. So you should leave a review, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah,
tell us
Puck is just a dude being a dude.
Puck
5
is just
stars.
a dude being a dude. Speaking of people being cringe, I feel like we've got a whole host of people that were cringe this episode. Quinn.
Uh-huh.
Quinn has done a fucking insane... She is doing backflips with her fucking decision. She's like lead gymnastics. I know she was on the cheerleading squad, but this is crazy.
This is moderately crazy.
Not moderately. She's changing her opinion and her feelings left, right, and center. 2 episodes ago.
Can I say something?
No, let me finish. Let me start. 2 episodes ago, she was actively like getting really, really annoyed at Finn because she wanted Finn to step up and be a dad, and she didn't want him flirting with Rachel, who now she is purposely setting Finn up with Rachel to go and have a date with Puck.
True. Oh, I actually forgot she set that up when he apologized. I completely forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he goes, hey, listen, I went on a date with Rachel. I'm really sorry. Which he doesn't know that she set up, and then she
and
never
also wasn't
says...
a date, to be clear.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah.
Like, he's
yeah,
like,
I know,
something
but like, so it's
nearly
even
happened.
less then. I'm thinking you can be even nicer to him,
And then she has the perfect opportunity to be like, yeah, sorry, I did the same with Puck. We're even now. We can both be the best of friends and love each other. But she didn't. She didn't say shit. What have you got to say? You back her up now, Stanz.
I'm gonna back her up because can I start? Let me start.
I'm giving you the time to start. This is your time to start.
Was Quinn, I would have done the same thing.
Which part? Where are you starting? Would you have given away your baby to your teacher's wife?
Sorry, let me fast forward a little bit. I would tell Finn that you got to step up. But then in seeing that, I would realize that Finn is a cringe little goober. And I'd be like, Puck is way cooler and handsomer. And then when Puck burned me, I would go back. I actually think that it was like such a reasonable thing that happened for her.
Okay, would you then say, yeah, I also went to Puck? I'm sorry.
The good person in me would, but would the cringe person in me not? That's tough.
I'm not saying in character as Quinn would you do the thing. I'm saying that she's cringe. She's perfectly in a character because she's cringe. Like, she's mean to people, right? That's fine.
She has been, which is no good.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
she's
like
just
that.
being cringe in the fucking episode, which is kind of what she does every episode, which is just do the worst thing possible in her situation, it seems.
Yeah, but she's also going through it, bro. She's pregnant in high school. That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I can't relate, so it's definitely tough. So therefore, she can just do whatever the fuck she wants. Never mind. You're right. I take it all back. Then we had one of the best moments of the episode, mainly because of how iconic and monumental it will be. Santanna fucking spoke and had like a personality.
I mean, her personality was like, hey, step away from my man, and that's it.
And
But
she
it
was like,
nice
I'm
that
hot as
she's a
fuck.
person.
I've been sexing him. And he can't, like, fucking...
Dude,
no loads
it
refused.
felt like a grandmother describing what sexting is after they heard about it on the news. You know what I mean? Sexting,
Yeah, she had to
sexy
explain
texting. You've never heard of it? It felt
Yeah.
like, what's the comedian, New in Town guy doing a bit? And he's like, sexting. Who am I talking about?
I have no idea.
Oh my God. He's like
It's
the most
going to be a
famous
comedian
right
from
now.
the 1950s, and it's in black and white. And
Bro, it's literally the most famous comedian alive today. John Mulaney.
Okay, I wouldn't say the most famous comedian
He is. I
alive
think he's the
today.
biggest comedian. I think he's actually the
but he is,
highest viewership.
obviously I know who
biggest
he is. Yeah, very famous.
Yeah. It sounded like John Mulaney describing it, but it was Santana's body. You know what I mean? It was just like weird.
Yeah, well, that was obviously, I think they wrote it, and then someone at the fucking studio went, the old people watching aren't going to know what sexting is, because it was like just around the same time that sexting existed. So,
Yeah.
her, it's honestly, it's crazy that it is so true to her character, that first scene, right? Like, there's a lot of, like, Schuester, for example, in the first couple of episodes, he's not really that character now, as you're kind of noticing. He's slowly becoming less cringe, and the show's kind of less about him. It feels like Santanna's personality is the same from that first interaction. In like, she would do and say exactly the same thing in season 6. Like, it's actually crazy how hit the nail on the head they were with it. And I don't know how much that is the show or how much that is Naya Rivera for being fucking goated and embodying Santanna, because she's the goat.
Interesting. Yeah, I know nothing about her besides that exact line. So to me, it's like she's not really anything. Maybe a little weird, but that's it.
She's got my favorite duet in Glee, by the way, Stanz. I went over after doing the BuzzFeed quiz and trying to think of, like, because I saw the list of duets and I was like, there has to be
There's
better
something
duets.
missing here, is what you were thinking, yeah.
So I was thinking about it and I was like, they didn't include Smooth Criminal, which is Santanna and Flash. You know, the guy from the CW Flash. I can't remember his name. Grant
How the
something.
fuck would I know?
Do you not know the CW Flash? Like,
Bro,
can you not picture the
You think
guy?
I watch a CW show?
I don't either, but you know the guy. Let me find the guy.
I
Hold
know
on.
Flash is Ezra Cooper, and he fucking pulled his dick out in Hawaii.
No,
or
no, no, no,
something.
the
That's all I know.
TV show. Grant Gustin. Let me share my screen just so you can see this geezer.
Geezer?
Yeah. This guy.
She does a duet with this guy.
You recognize his face, right?
No, I don't.
No?
Name one other thing he's in.
I did. Glee and
No, other than
Flash. Flash season 2.
And they actually recast him.
Yeah, I have no idea what else he's in.
Yeah, okay. So that's, well, at least I have that to look forward to.
Yeah, so first of all, Grant is a great character, but I don't think he's in it for a while. They do a duet, and it's just such a fucking good duet. It's been memed to shit.
Really?
Because it's two people on cellos playing whilst the other two strut around the room and like throw chairs at each other, basically. It's fucking crazy. But the actual music is very cool. And that's another example of Glee being in the Zeitgeist stands. I'm sure there are people that have seen that clip as a meme that wouldn't even know Glee, because Glee transcends, you know?
Right, absolutely. When people think, they think fucking Citizen Kane and they think Glee.
To be clear, they don't think Citizen Kane. That's black
They
and
only
white,
think Glee.
Cringe. They only think Glee. Exactly. They think Glee and Twilight, which we are going to watch. Twilight is going to happen. It's in the Zeitgeist. People be saying this. People are talking about it.
So true.
No comment, Stans?
No comment. No comment. I actually think I said this before the show. I think Twilight 1's pretty good. It's fine. It's like a nice little indie movie, and then it just goes so far off the rails, and Stephanie Meyer is crazy. So I don't.
Yeah, I compared it to Glee because I feel like season 1 pretty good.
That's
season
a bad
6,
sign for
fucking
me.
crazy.
That means that I'm not gonna like later Glee. I think
It's just gonna be full of cringe. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
maybe
It's the cringe part of the binge and cringe stands.
Right, I don't like the cringe. I like. Hey, let's watch good stuff.
That's so boring. What were the plot lines in this episode, Stans, that we've forgotten? We must have forgotten something,
We talked
right?
about Quinn is like, I'm keeping the baby, I'm giving the baby, I'm keeping the baby. Regionals are still approaching. They got the set list. I think we pretty much nailed it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they've got the set list coming up because we are now 2 episodes away. Well, 1 episode away, technically, from sectionals.
Spoilers! Excuse me, how would I know that?
Because they keep on talking about sectionals every week. We're getting close, Stans.
Yeah, but how do I know it's 2 episodes away?
Well, that's not spoilers. The fucking episode title's called Sectionals. It's not meant to be a surprise when it happens.
I know, but now I know that it's not next episode. I feel like I've been scammed.
Okay, sorry. Next episode is called Sectionals.
Oh, I wonder what's going to happen.
No, next episode is called, we talked about at the
Mattress.
end of the episode, Mattress.
Yeah.
Which has got one of my favorite performances ever, which also I think
You said that
was
in every
on
episode, by the way.
Yeah, but this one's true. I think this one was on the BuzzFeed article. It's Jump. It's the one where I was like, oh, that one's really good. They're all on mattresses in a mattress store, and it's crazy.
Oh,
That's next episode.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
And that performance is the only thing that I remember from it, because that's the only thing I've seen in the screenshot, and I remember it being really good. So, what else do you think is going to happen in that episode, Stans? I've given you that one little measle. Which plot lines do you think are going to carry on? Which plot lines are they going to forget about and never touch on again?
How the fuck would I know? I don't know.
Well, this is the point when you make the prediction, Stans. And
I've
then
got
you go,
no
wow,
predictions.
I'm a
the
goat.
The show has gone off the rails for me, and it's made it very difficult.
We've had for like the last 3 to 4 episodes, we've had consistent updates from the Quinn, Finn, Puck, Rachel love square, love rhombus, if you will. So I
will.
Thank you. So I assume something like that's going to happen, but I shouldn't be making these predictions, Stans. This is you. You've got to use your logical reasoning and brain skills. Come up with the predictions.
Oh, I don't know. I've got no brain.
What's
Maybe
the
it's 'cause I've been
next
sick for a while.
update that's going to happen in their plotline?
I mean, Finn has to find out the Puck's the father, like soon.
Yeah, they teased that last episode. It's crazy that they didn't touch on that at all.
Yeah, they didn't do a single thing about it.
Yeah, Mercedes has known now for at least, like, what, a week's time that has passed since she found out that Puck was the father. And she hasn't told anyone? Surely she's told someone.
Yeah, which is crazy because we said that, like, Mercedes and Kurt are kind of gossips. That's kind of how it works.
Okay, you think that's going to happen next episode then?
Yes.
Any other predictions, or should I save you
They're
from your
gonna
misery?
do a song in a mattress store.
Yo, what song?
Jump by Van Halen.
Yo, can you imagine if it was Jump by like a different band and it was another Jump?
Jump. What's that song? Yeah, Criss Cross will make you jump.
It is by Van Halen, so you got the right one.
Got it. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. They could also just be a one-off episode, like a classic. Just do another character episode. It's possible. Let's close this bad boy out.
You were in the middle of making a prediction and I interrupted.
My
with
prediction
the
is I
character.
have no brain. I'm sick. When I'm sick, my brain doesn't work. I got nothing. I got nothing.
Don't
for
say
you.
when I'm sick, my brain doesn't work. You've been sick for like 3 months, dude. Stop being
and for
ill.
3 months. I know, and then my brain's not working these whole 3 months. I'm
it's
trying
so
to come out
cringe.
of this fucking dark fog. How am I going to win the Boxbox boot camp when my brain don't work?
But you're probably not.
I know, but that's the problem.
If any of the bouts previously going against Boxbox are of like record, then you're not going to do very well. TFT or boxing.
I can do this. I was winning in boxing, and I will be winning in TFT.
Okay, I would like to end the podcast by apologizing for the lack of podcasts. We are trying.
Dude, 1 week missed? Are you kidding me? Don't let him. Don't ever apologize because then
No, because every other podcast that exists that has like people paying for it is able to do a minimum once a week because that's not like a crazy thing. So, but also I'm just acknowledging to the people that we want to post more. It's not like we're sat here going, yeah, fuck off. We'll just fucking not do anything. Like,
I want to acknowledge to the people one thing really quick too. Suck my dick.
Great. That's so nice of you. I was going to say that we couldn't do the podcast because we were busy. Fucking Stanz is off here jerking in the corner, not wanting to do Binge and Cringe, and I'm the person that cares about you guys.
It's that I can't.
Oh, it's not that I don't want you. That's what I was saying. And you said, oh, fuck, suck on my nuts. So you can suck on these nuts, Stanz. It's all you. You're Cringe. If people want more Binge and Cringe, just Stanz.
Yeah, I like the show. I like doing the show.
Yeah, so fucking do it then, you piece of shit.
Alrighty, good
end
episode.
the fucking with your fucking catchphrase, and then we'll fucking stop doing this shit.
I will give you my famous catchphrase.
Sorry, did you say catchphrase? Like you say captain?
Catchphrase.
No, he says catchphrase bad as well. He's
what are you
such
talking
a
about?
fucking fool.
What are you talking about?
You said catchphrase with an E, not catchphrase with an A. In the same way that you say captain with an E instead of captain.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. The thing that we always fucking take the piss out of you for. The captain thing.
No idea. Nope.
All right, give us your fucking quote.
Ladies and gentlemen. I'm too dumb sick. I tell you, I can't talk. Ladies and gentlemen. Got milk?
Goodbye. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen.